Welcome to the Golden Nuggets.
This podcast is brought to you by Tag Therapy.
So what do we normally do in a sports massage session? Normally we do an assessment first. I will ask you what is your problems and what is restricting you from anything. Then we'll target an area first. Other than that, normally we can start the lower part of the body, which is the calves, hamstrings, and then glutes. Then we go out to the lower back and the upper back as well. So a full session normally will consist of that. And if you're not getting the full session, the full spectrum, we are always aiming to the pain areas that you have, which is the targeted areas. Maybe you have a tennis elbow, maybe you have lower back pain, neck issue. So we'll target the areas that you need first, and then we shall do the full therapy if we have enough time to look to all of it. Yeah.
Nuggets, back to the episode.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Golden Nuggets podcast. My name is Hanafi, and of course with me I have Ami. Today we have a special guest. It's not just one of him, because he has brought along with him his partner in crime. And we have the business owners of the Golden Rule Barber, Yanto, and his wife, Agent G.
So what's up everyone?
Hello.
Hello guys.
So, how have you guys been?
Alhamdulillah, all good. It's been a crazy year for us as a couple and also as a business owner. 2023 was up and down, of course, but so far it was okay lah. I think we have so much plans coming up for 2024 actually.
So aside from Golden Rule Barber, right? What other business do you actually do?
A lot. I do a lot.
Yes, let's share.
The main business is of course Golden Rule. Golden Rule have been around for almost 10 years now. Then I have my clothing line. I just launched my clothing line last year. Technically it's not really a new clothing line, but it was already it was a merchandise movement for my Golden Rule lah. So I do a lot of merchandise using TGR brand. Then after that, after 9 years, aku rasa like I get bored, and I rasa like we cannot push any further as a clothing merchandise brand
under a barbershop.
So I like macam the creative process for a clothing line, rasa like I feel like I get bored lah. I cannot express.
It's kind of very restrictive, because we are just surrounded by the barbershop movement.
I cannot sell. I have so much ideas, but macam like it doesn't make sense to sell this stuff to a lady, that kind of thing, because it's a barber movement. So the community of barber also dying down. People don't dress that much like last time. Used to be like macam dapper and stuff, like with moustache, everyone with moustache. And
What do you wear?
There was a season and everyone was like what do you kind of like image and stuff like that. So I stopped doing merchandise for a while, and I think about it, and I rebranding to do more clothing fashion like high-end streetwear, or maybe I call it like urban streetwear lah. So that's another business of us doing it. And we also do a small media agency to help out people with social media and content, and also doing a lot of workshop for barbering and stuff like that. Traveling around Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia?
And what else we do?
Doing my real estate.
Doing her real estate. So technically, by default, I have to become her media agency for
and my
her.
driver.
I also have a driver company.
We have this very famous quote, like he's my superior.
Abang Grab
Abang Grab for one client only. She's my client only, one person only. So that's about it lah. I think we do a lot of and also we just launched another space called Modern Magic Formula Space. Hope you guys can check it out. It's just a creative space for us to get everyone to curate things more on creative lah, media or arts, on clothing, and we have do some small events, private events to do, and to get vendors come in, small.
So it's more of a production house, ah.
Yeah, I must say it's a production house slash
Okay.
We try to keep expanding and diversify to something else. I mean, like in Singapore, kau tahu lah, like you can't stick to one good business model that can make you millionaire. You have to keep on doing it. Like,
so it's just a diversified kind of.
Yeah, and also office space also. And photography, we do media, we do clothing line over there. I do a lot of my music also. I do music stuff also. Music production also I do.
I do my content also over there.
Yeah,
Oh, you do your content over. Okay.
So check it out lah.
Okay, boleh. That's
so endless.
Yeah, there's a lot. But how do you guys cope then?
Cannot cope lah. There's no such thing as cope. It's
like,
just.
Do you have a team with you atau macam mana?
We have actually. It's just the two of us.
We don't have a in-house team.
Okay.
But sometimes I have to get ad hoc kind of people, like they'll just help me out, like especially like photographers, shooters, especially shooters lah. So the editing usually I do, and clothing designs I do. Administration I have my wife to do. So this is the beauty of having like a business partner with your spouse.
Okay, now I have a very spicy question.
Okay,
I run a business with my wife. We run a social media agency or branding agency. So my question to you guys, do you guys bring work home or to bed?
Oh, we bring everything to bed also, sir.
I know it's probably an intimate question, but if you need to deflect, by all means.
I think we
bring to work until we
shut down.
Dekat sikit, a bit nearer.
Okay, this one.
Boleh dengar?
Boleh.
Can you hear?
Can, but still a bit
I
soft.
think you took here like that.
Atas.
Yes.
Better?
Okay, can.
Better?
You can also kiss the mic if you want to, like.
Yeah, okay, can.
Okay.
Here you.
Okay, where were we?
You bring work to bed.
Oh yes, of course. I think alamak, really we cannot like shut down. The moment we, even though after like shower, chill out, solat, relax together on the bed, we still talk about what can we do better.
Yeah, the last thing we talk about when we sleep is work. When we wake up, the first thing we talk about, yesterday we discussed that 1 hour. How
Because sometimes the creative process comes in a different
Spontaneously,
weird position tengah baring, like macam
Yes.
I don't know, it's just like we all just keep bringing work, even though it's just we shoot stuff on the office kan, yesterday atau the afternoon kan, then at night also we still talk about it.
Yeah.
We talk about it.
Which of you falls asleep easiest? It's easy for you.
It depends. Sometimes I can say it's 50-50.
50-50.
Sometimes she's like burn out, then she will knock off earlier. But most of the time, dia.
Yeah, because sometimes I really want to sleep and then he still want to talk about work. Then I'll be like, yeah, okay.
Mine is the opposite. So that's why I'm asking you. Usually I don't bring my personal stuff to the podcast, but today since I have a husband and wife, so that's why I'm asking you this question. And the question is, hang on, Nas, the camera for Yanto. Okay, so the question is, my wife usually asks this question just before she falls asleep. And I have difficulty because the
creative process,
the cogs are really churning, and I'm like, I can't sleep. And usually after she asks me, hey, we should do this for this client. And then my brain is already churning out all the ideas, and she's like,
yeah, I get it. Yeah, sometimes also I get that also. Like macam, B, what do you think about this? Blah 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 blah. Then she give me this stare macam, serious sekarang juga like you still want to talk about this work stuff But sometimes she's okay with it. She's like, oh yeah, like, dia macam like, it's like a ping pong you play together. You keep bouncing back ideas. I need that lah. I need. Sometimes I cannot keep on talking to myself. Already jadi like crazy a bit lah. You're talking to yourself,
Yeah, because you tend to spiral into like a whole different dimension.
Correct. So you just need that one person to bounce back the idea.
Yes.
Or maybe she's just faking it. Also, I don't know. She's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, because I want to sleep fast.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Are we done? Can I go to sleep now?
Okay, guys. So if you guys are tuning in, this is a very huge golden nuggets, especially if you're running a business with your wife, and even if you don't, find a support system. Because you really need,
Sometimes like some of my friends, like entrepreneurs and business owners, they like to talk to their partners or friends. They go lepak and chill and like give idea. I have this idea. What do you think? For me, is my wife lah. My wife is like my punching bag. I need to like
not literally.
No, not literally. Like I need to work out on my creative process. Like she's the only person I think I go to lah, because she has the worst recommendations in a way, like macam, does that work? That kind of thing.
I'm skeptical lah, because sometimes his ideas is like really over the top. Then I must slowly push him back to the ground. Like,
I have a feeling you are very similar to me. Sometimes our ideas are a bit over the top, a bit crazy, but we need somebody to actually pull us back to the ground to realize the the truth.
So she is the one who like try to control the ideas, like macam it's too way. Your budget or this two way.
Because I care about all the financial part of it. So I will ask him whether it's
doable
feasible to do it or not.
Okay, I mean that's really interesting because at the end of the day, when both of you are discussing things and can bounce ideas with each other, I think one issue a lot of our business owners face is macam like you say, they meet their partners and whatsoever, and then end up they don't spend much time at home. But you guys are doing it at home. So you will spend more time with your...
We only do it at home when we are at home. But most of the time we also not at home. So that's
like in the car and that kind of stuff.
In the car, when I'm at the barbershop doing all the administration and logistic and stuff, we still talk about. So at home also we still talk about it.
So I mean you guys will really eventually have to spend time together, because that is also your outlet, right?
Correct. Yeah. So partly that's our life lah. That's how Yanto, Sunny and Agent G kat rumah pun we still talk about work and think about like I think it's the fast pace. It's just too, everything is too fast paced. I don't know.
Do you think that
end of time? I think.
Do you think that problem is only in Singapore? This fast-paced thing.
I think Singapore. I don't know. Maybe because I never migrate for like 6 months. At least we have to stay some other countries for 6 months to say if it's really fast paced or not. But I think it's super fast. I wake up like 6:30, kids going to school, blah blah blah. Then wife like, okay, should we what should we do next? Should we go walk, exercise or not? Usually fail to do it and not go back to the laptop. Then after that we get ready, then go to the office, then go to the shop. Then it's like
we have to come back by afternoon once the kids is back, because I need to help with their homework. So my first one is sitting for PSLE this year.
I see.
So so our calendar must always be strict. So we have to follow. So every month, like prior to that month, I already prepare what is our day-to-day activity.
Okay. So must really plan in advance. Okay, so what do you guys do before you guys were running your own business?
Okay. Do you want me to answer first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I've been doing freelance as a hairstylist for the longest time. I think around 25 years.
25 years.
And also freelance as a musician. I work in a record studio to help out. Dreaming big to become a musician or music producer, a songwriter that can feed my family in the future, but I fail and end up become like just a serious hobby.
Not fail, bro. Learning lesson
lah. Kalau like if really happen is, I mean like it's really not my rezeki to go to that path lah. And that's where I have been always doing creative stuff lah. But I have worked a lot of odd jobs lah, like even cleaner, pest control.
Oh really?
Jual nasi lemak. What else? Yeah, I've been doing a lot of freelancing until to a certain point. Once I get married and I became a full-time barber, hairdresser. It was at the right time, right moment to open up my first outlet, which is only 4 chairs, a small barbershop in Little India, Farrer Park.
Okay.
And I had a vision to have that brand to become one of the biggest barbershop in Singapore lah. So alhamdulillah.
Okay, let's talk about that particular journey. How do you eventually start your own barbershop? What was the capital like? How do you first started out in terms of your marketing?
Okay, I started out with we have like what 5,000 to 6,000 in the bank to.
Because when we want to start our barbershop, we also had our first video.
House.
So we were
Clash.
torn between want to renovate our house or want to open this shop.
So it's a bit crazy lah. That's where when Yanto suddenly go crazy and like tell her like I told her like, okay, I want to open my own shop. Why are we getting the keys? Like BTO like in few months time.
Yeah, few months.
Yeah, in few months time. Are you crazy or what? Like we need cash. I mean like we have to stand by the cash. I mean like you get a BTO and stuff. You need to buy furniture and blah 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 blah. And but I was like, no, I think it's the right time to open my own shop. I've been working with this salon and barbershop for I think around 2 years, and I have a good feeling is if we have to start now.
Yeah, so I told him when he worked at barbershop, once he start rejecting clients, that's when you can open a shop. So then it happens. So that's why I was open to that idea.
Okay.
Okay. There was the I mean like it was the plan was already back of my head when I was at a young age, when I was still in a salon days lah. Because I know that I'm not gonna work in a hair salon with a lot of ladies, and I know that one day this is like my retired plan lah. Retired to have a barbershop, chill with guys, man cave. So it was the right time and right moment to open up my own barbershop. And that was last time was doing all these odd jobs, freelancing. But I always do hair. And music. That's my main job scope last time.
So we invested about 10k, right, for the first shop?
Almost 10k.
We did a lot of DIY.
Everything was DIY. All we did was getting a contractor to do the electrical and stuff, and I just paste here, paste there, and get chairs and.
Yeah, so our house we sacrificed. We just did flooring and kitchen cabinet.
Okay. That's the basic.
So me and our first one that time, we just sleep on the floor without a bed. Then I was like, okay, never mind, let's just sacrifice for 6 months. And then alhamdulillah, the shop.
See, like real, you were shouting at me. No, you and your shop. What? How much you gonna cover this back? I mean, like, it's really a risky move. Yeah. Honestly, it was a risky move. I mean, like, but the trust had to be there lah, as a husband and wife. I mean like she trusted me, and I worked my ass off for 6 months without off. So Monday to Sunday cutting until I built my team. I get apprentice, I get part-timers, I get full-timers, and slowly we built from there. And after 6 months we cover back our capital, and we start getting profits, and slowly it was around 10,000 to 15,000 plus minus.
Okay. Would you say that risk paid off?
Yeah, definitely. But I think it's really
Dia kena slow lah nanti. I got follow up lah.
But honestly, I think is rezeki aku lah. Like I think Allah really want to just give me rezeki, because I have this one niat that I never shared to anyone on public, on videos and stuff like that.
Exclusive
so,
only.
Korang dapat content lah ni kira-kira okay. So when I work in the salon, it's like with tattoo shops, ladies, a lot of alcohol, a lot of friends who are non-Muslim and stuff. So aku like really hard for me to solat. And it's very hard for me to pray on that, but I have to go to somewhere else to pray and stuff like that. So one of the niyat that I had inside me, and I promised to him, as like I want to open my shop so I can solat at my own pace, at my own place. So that was the first mission when I want to open my own shop.
I see.
And terus dia macam there you go.
Masya Allah.
Yeah, so I believe I believe that that's one of the key. If you have the right intention, he will help you out. Yeah.
You heard it here first, guys.
So niat tu penting niat.
Betul. Okay. Apa tu? So how was the revenue like when you just started out? That 6 months.
Okay, I will go this to my finance department. She handling all the dollars and cents.
Yeah.
I can share the revenue part.
Jangan.
Okay, maybe just at the start, was it like really tough? I mean, I'm sure it didn't come in like booming straight away. You have like
it was everything DIY lah. So honestly, we try to minimize. 6 months.
The day before we announced that we're gonna open the shop, right? Like a week before.
Okay.
Like a few days before, right? The shop already fully booked. We had to write the book and everything. So actually, the first week is already
full
successful, right?
Yeah.
Quite full the booking
Because of me cutting hair for the 20 years gitu like I have like my regulars is already there.
Clients are already
so when you open a shop, you need to have existing clients that already ready to support you. So I think that's also helps a lot because I was rejecting clients basically. Day in day out, I cannot. Bro, you have to book us up like 1 week advance. Like crazy 1 week. Like really, bro, 1 week. I'm not joking. I'm so sorry. Like people knock the door. Like, hey, can you cut hair? No. So the next appointment is on Wednesday. Like what? Like no, cannot. No, sorry, we are fully booked. So yeah, it was really at the right time lah.
And also because that point of time not many barbershops around, so there are not much choices for all these people to come. So when we opened it, everybody was like, okay.
And I think I was the first Muslim barber to have like hipster barbershop,
gentleman's barber.
So the whole Muslim community yang aku kenal like, everyone was like rooting for me, like let's go to this shop. Like then interviews, then we got CNA, we got Perfect 10. Like wow, the coverage for that shop was amazing lah. The reception also like I get so much love for the community, and everyone was supporting and everyone was recommending like non-stop. So the first week really lah macam crazy lah.
First week. So if you ask about the profit, then it's good actually when we first started. That's why we can break even about the 4th or 6 months like that.
That's why 6 months aku never had my off days because I don't want to reject. You know the volume of people coming in, like I can slot you in. I can slot you in. Like bila saya aku nak have my off days like, but I told my wife like I sacrifice like okay, you handle. I had my baby, my first child. My first child was the first 6 months. The only time I managed to really spend my time with them was in the morning before he go to school. And after that 6 months cokang like all out one. I just cannot reject every customer who wanted to, especially the first timer, like unknown, like macam.
And also because we haven't built the team, so our barbers are also not many. So of course you have to work doubly hard.
Okay.
But I know that I have a few apprentice already, in and out biasa lah, like normal apprentice lah kan. Starting only want to cut hair, then after that 2 days don't want to cut hair. But I focus on certain barbers who are now very 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 successful in my barbershop, and some of them also is TGREs, which is we just opened another outlet in Bedok, and he's also is one of our apprentice, and now become our co-owner. So that is my vision lah. Like I want my barbers to be, if they are ready to open their own shop, let's do together. And then they have their own outlet.
Nice. Okay.
I have one question. I don't know. I think we just slot into this this part lah. So I believe you are the very first few who actually started this concept where you have a haircut and then it will cost like $30-40, right? But at that point of time, biasanya orang gunting rambut is like $10. You know, there are some places which offer like $5 or something like that.
$3 also.
So how or why is it? Why is it possible for that to happen? Like it's such a steep jump.
Okay, because we have to educate guys also. at that moment of time, like when I start barbering with my friends at Hounds of the Baskerville, and if you know the famous barbershop who started the whole phenomenon trend in men's grooming. So we want to educate that the details of haircut, like why salon can because I work in a salon, asal like why ladies can pay $38, $40, $50 for a haircut, and guys have to pay $10 with like normal haircut. A cut is just a cut. So when we started barbering, it was more details. It was more expensive in terms of equipments. Like the clipper cost $200. Like this clipper cost another $300. This shaver cost another $200. So the whole, we don't use one clipper like rimbat the whole day, like macam a cheap scissors. One scissors also can cost around 2,000 plus. I have a few friends who buy like Mizutani scissors worth of like those crazy expensive 2,000, 3,000, and can cost up to 10,000 also for some scissors. If you guys know about Mizutani, you guys should check out. Ni kira kan macam the Lamborghini of scissors lah. Okay. It's super sharp lah.
Learning something new today.
Kind of right.
Yeah. So carry on.
So apa tadi? Okay. Why is it so expensive?
Yes.
So the reason why we have to educate them lah, because it's so much details, the fade, the gradient of the hair, the structure. It's like a bespoke. You can buy a Giordano shirt, but if you go to a bespoke shirt, it's like cost you 10 times more because it's all fit to your body, right?
Yes.
So the same goes to our barbering skills. So we cut the hair really according to your occupation, your head shape, your hair texture. So the consultation and stuff like that. So it's slightly, it started like $28 last time, 25, 28. Now it costs even like $70, $70. Yeah. So I think, and the guys notice, if you want cheap haircuts, you go cheap haircuts. No one's stopping you. But why you come back? Because your haircut. Your haircut was okay, right? Then you like, shit, Ramat, not nice. I come back to you, can or not? Bro, they mess up my hair. Okay, yeah, sure. Then they realize like, oh, a good haircut can last at least 1 month plus with a nice structure. A cheap haircut only lasts maybe like 3-4 days. Then you notice like 5-6 days later, like macam the structure is not that nice. So this is why it's still booming for the longest time. I think like about now 11 years of men's grooming, barbering in Singapore is still people willing to pay $50. It's still relevant.
Alright. Okay. So Brother Yanto, that's a very amazing sharing. Thank you, Agent G. So very, very amazing. He has a similar mindset with Vivi Yusof, where she's selling all the tudung for expensive, and she has her reasons. And I really love the mindset. And in fact, we have plenty of questions, more to come. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. This is the Golden Nuggets podcast.